What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your Mobile. About to get this work in. You feel me? Get this thing done. You know. Talk about the game. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Yep. Look at this cup. God, they went through a lot of damage. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. All right. First and foremost, Lakers, you got to play better. Simple as that. Lakers fans, stop making excuses. We got to stop making excuses. All right. Listen, I understand Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart not there. That's not the point. The point is, at the end of every 5 minutes, the last 3 games, in the last 5 minutes, we have squandered away with leads. We have played no defense. And it's just sad to say. But first of all, I'm going to play devil's advocate to Luke Walton. Now, Luke Walton was upset with Jamal Murray because Jamal Murray was trash talking towards the end of the game. Remember the last game, he dribbled the ball around, and Alonzo called him, that was a punk move, and a whole bunch of other stuff. See, this is my problem. This is why when I go back to what Kobe said. Remember when Kobe, a matter of fact, I'm going to drop this video. I'm going to drop that video in the thing. Kobe said it, when he was playing against my man Nick Young. And Nick Young was talking trash to Kobe. Kobe was like, man, you can't play me. He said, y'all excuse my language, y'all motherfuckers soft as crap. He said, y'all soft. You know what I mean? And it goes back to what I say like right now. If you look at the Lakers, the whole squad, the only hard person you really got on that team, to be honest with you, is Julius. I'm just being honest. Sometimes you got to take that hard foul. You got to take that hard, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to give a person body. And that's why I say about the Lakers are not physical. They're not physical. Teams know to come in here, beat down on them. Really get into their head. That's what they did. They got to Lakers' head. And they took Julius Randle out the game. Now, going to Luke Walton. I'm going to say this to Luke Walton. And like I said, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Luke, you play with Kobe. Kobe's a trash talker. Fans, the bias fans, if you don't want to believe me, you ain't got to believe me. All you do is go back, Google it, you'll see. Just type in Kobe trash talking. He trash talk a lot of people. Luke played with him. So for Luke to sit there and complain about Jamal Murray this game, about trash talking at the end of the game, look, Luke, win the game, buddy. That's all you got to do. Win the game, and it don't matter what he said. Look at Kobe. Matter of fact, go back to Kobe when Matt Barnes was doing that, putting the ball on Kobe's face. Doing like this with Kobe. And Kobe just looked at him the whole time. You know why? Because Kobe, at the end of the day, like this. It don't matter what you say. I'm winning. Like I said, you can go back many videos with Kobe, like people talk trash to Kobe. Kobe say, how many rings you got? See what I'm saying? So right now, I know people say, well, Lakers won a lot. Denver ain't won up. Listen, this is a new era. Forget about 2010 and downward when we won championship. This is now. And I'm not saying that we're not going to win none going forward, because we are definitely going to win some. But at this point in time, the Lakers have an identity crisis. I feel bad for Luke. I think Luke is more going on with Luke Walton than what he's stating. Based on that little incident alone, I think he's frustrated that the point is he got to play IT in the last 5 minutes. Notice I say he got to play him. Going back to what I said about Magic, when Magic stated that, look, IT going to get a lot of minutes. So that means he's going to be closing out some games. He didn't really do too much this game. I think he only took what? How many shots he took? Took 10 shots? I think he was 13 shots. He was 5 for 13. Didn't really do too much this game. Played 29 minutes. Now, I know a lot of fans, they don't mind IT. Like me personally, I just don't think he fit the Lakers, because here's my thing. And I'm not going to keep beating on IT. I just think that right now, it's a lot of couple dynamics I'm going to talk about. Number one, I'm going to talk about IT because I think that we shouldn't be looking towards IT in the future, because LeBron James, personally, I think he's coming here. I know a lot of us don't want him here, but I'm about winning. It doesn't matter. We need a veteran. And like I said before, between PG-13 and LeBron, I'd rather have LeBron. Only because I know LeBron, he has his resume is much more bigger than PG. That's all I'm saying. Now, if LeBron come here, IT is not going to be here, because they don't mesh. Mentally, they don't mesh. That's why he was kicked out of Cleveland. So you already know he's not going to be here. So that's why I say we shouldn't get so hyped on IT, because imagine are looking at LeBron. Now, my problem is this. All right. Before we got IT, we were winning. IT stated that the Lakers don't know how to win yet. No, son, we've been winning before you even got here. So don't make it seem like because you here now, we're winning games, or we want that 5-game win streak, or whatever you want to call it. No, we've been winning. It was because of our lack of bad rotation, time management by Luke, and players missing free throws. Those 3 things hand in hand is the main reason why the Lakers are sitting at 29 and 36 or something like that. Okay, and it's still the same thing. If you notice, when Luke Walton has a smaller arsenal of players to work with, he plays. It's like when his back gets to the wall, that's when Luke plays his best. That's when Luke actually does his best coaching. For instance, when we lost when we lost JC and then Nance, and then what was it? Josh Hart went down first. When Josh Hart went down, we had a small lineup. With that small lineup, we were winning games. That's how we were able to win 5 games, because the rotation was real small. We didn't sign a couple other players to fill up that bench until we just picked up Williams, and then we picked up Webb. But before that, we had a small group of people. The rotation was only no more than 3 or 4 guys coming off the bench. Now Luke is slowly but surely sliding back into that second unit bull crap. That second unit right now, it doesn't feature a good type player. Because remember, you had Kuzma and JC coming off in that second unit. Then you got IT, but once again, you're giving up on defense. Like a lot of fans, and fans, one thing about me is that we sit there, we talk about, oh, look at the points, look at the scoring, he's scoring. But what happened to the defense? Defense win games. So in the last 5 minutes, he's been playing IT. And in the last 5 minutes, we've been actually like scratching. Like we barely can win games. And then here's the thing. I know a lot of, this is why I say, if you're going to use IT, you got to change up your defensive strategy. If you're going to have him in that last 5 minutes, you cannot, once again, you cannot do the quick switching. It will not work, because look who got that offensive rebound and laid it up over IT. Then I said it before, in about 4 videos back. I said, because of the quick switching, you're going to see IT in the paint with somebody 7 feet tall shooting over him, and nothing IT could do. Look at him. Jokić, who put that layup in. Got the offensive rebound, put the layup in. It was over IT. That's why I said you can't do the quick switching. If you're going to go over IT, you got to play man-to-man or zone. That's it. You can't really play the quick switching, because every time you quick switch, see, back then we had JC, who had height on him, or Josh Hart, who had height on him. IT ain't got no height. So if he get caught up with the center, they're going to exploit that and go right to the center. And then when the double team come down to help IT, we got the perimeter wide open. Denver, listen, every team that playing the Lakers are doing they run the exact same offense. All you got to do is watch it. Inside, outside. Every team, what they do is they go inside to their big men, right? Because they know Brook Lopez ain't got no strong defense. He can't move the feet because of the quick switching. Brook Lopez, now if we weren't quick switching, no, I'm saying that if we weren't quick switching, and Brook Lopez was playing man-to-man, he probably played much better. Because of the quick switching, Brook Lopez comes out of the paint, comes up at the top of the key, picks up the guard or the small forward, and then his teammate goes down and wind up playing the center. So that's what they're doing. They notice that the Lakers doing quick switching. Teams are exploiting this. They see this, and they see, you know what? The Lakers ain't matching up right. They're putting the wrong players into the rotation. Let's take full advantage of it. And that's what you're seeing in the last 3 games. You notice all the big men are killing. Besides, Julius Randle, these last 2 games had a bad game. That's why I say at the end of the day, I know Brook Lopez, and I'm getting with Brook Lopez. I'm going to jump back to IT. Now, Brook Lopez, I know he had a good game offensively. Defensive-wise, suspect. Not really good because, once again, because of the quick switching, he's not there to help out down in the paint. By the time he get there, because he moves slow, he's not there to help out. It doesn't work. Okay, so the quick switching, we got to stop in the last 5 minutes if you're going to have IT on the floor. That's why I say I do not like IT with this team, because IT right now is stating that he wants to start. Okay? He wants to start. I don't really think he's happy coming off the bench. He wants to start. You know, and like I said, the little things he said on his Twitter and his, doing the interviews, it kind of like irritates me. I'm just being honest with you, because it's like it's about him. But I know a lot of fans, like I said, a lot, but some fans are so biased, they don't see this. The guy's talking about him. Anytime they make a mistake, he never say me, I made a mistake. He'll say we need to do better. No, I'm not even, listen. And I'm not gonna blame all IT, because at the end of the day, the whole defense has been bad. And I know, like, a fans will say, well, Brandon with Josh Hart in here. Listen, at the end of the day, the Lakers play good when we miss certain players. We still play pretty good defense. Luke Walton have to change his whole strategy because he got to put IT on the floor, according to Magic Johnson. You can see the frustration in Luke Walton's face. If you go watch the video, he was pissed. He wasn't just pissed at Jamal Murray, but that was just something that he, like this. You know how like you have a lot of anger built up in you? You want to direct it to someone, but you can't because of certain principal reasons. So instead, you release it towards somebody else who don't really have no affiliation with what you're dealing with. That's what's going on with Luke Walton. Luke Walton is frustrated. You can see it. Because in the last 5 minutes, he knows for a fact he wouldn't want IT on his floor. What the fan base is saying is the same thing Luke Walton probably saying under his breath. I don't want this dude on the floor. He hurts us defensive-wise, because remember, Luke Walton is trying to teach the team how to play defense. So you cannot have a defensive liability in there if you're trying to teach the team play defense. There was many times where IT got burnt, and he complained to Kuzma or Brook because he got burnt, or he didn't pick up on the switch. He wanted to go man-to-man because he know he couldn't play man-to-man. That's why, at the end of the day, I go back to stating this again. Luke Walton is one-dimensional. He only has one strategy on defense and one strategy on offense. Now, I'm not saying like he got a play. I'm not saying his playbook only had one play on it. Let's be real. I mean, he only got one system. He's not a good coach yet to change his system in order to benefit when he bring in different players. He's not ready for that yet. Brook Lopez, like I said, scored 29 points, but he was gone on defense. And I'm not going to blame him so much, but because we have to switch, that's where we get killed at. So when you got IT on the floor, somebody got to sit down. And what Walton does, he sits down the individual. He sits down the individual that's having a subpar game. All right. In order, like I said before, in order for the Lakers to establish a win, everything is banked on Julius Randle this season. I ain't talking about next season. The next season might be a different thing. But this season is banked on Julius Randle. If Julius Randle have a bad game, 9 times out of 10, we're going to lose him. And I'm just being honest with you guys because he's the only physical player we got on the team. I know a lot of fans say, well, he had 2 turnovers. Okay, well, I mean, in that last second. Okay, Lonzo Ball had a couple turnovers in that last second, too. Brook did, too. IT did, too. Tyler Ennis, I can go on and on. Everybody had turnovers. At the end of the day, everybody on that team had a turnover. With I'm sorry. Who was it? Who had the most turnovers? Well, I think Ball. I think Ball had turnover. Ball had turnover and Randall. Both of them had like 4 turnovers apiece. But what I'm saying is this. I don't like IT on the floor. It's just, I don't like, listen. Unless Luke Walton say the 2 things, you got to change up your defensive strategy. You can't do the quick switch. It's not going to work. Also on top of that, and see, that's another thing too, because he's 5'9", and most of your guards in the league are like 6'3", 6'4", and everybody going to that shoot first. I mean, going to the perimeter shots, the 3-point shot. He's not really able to guard people on the perimeter because he give up height. It's like when when Brook Lopez is on the perimeter and one of them guards are playing him and he knows that is a mixed match and Brook Lopez take that 3, the guy can't jump and block it because Brook Lopez is 7 feet tall. And with his reach make about freaking 9, so the guy can't jump up and Brook taking the shot, he can't get up there and catch it. It's the same thing with IT. So we giving up a lot on defense. And with the quick switching, it hurt us even more. And a lot of fans, they're not going to see that because what it is because a lot of fans become biased because all they see is scoring. They don't see the defensive side of things. Kuzma had a good defensive game. I know a lot of guys been eating up Kuzma on the defensive thing. He played pretty good against Burton. He actually, I think he wasn't Barton. I said Burton. Barton had like 13 points, I think 5 or 13. But Kuzma played pretty good at that small forward spot, playing defense. He moved his feet, played pretty good. So I can't knock too much of him. But like I said, going back to Jamal Murray, I'm jumping around right now because the clock is ticking. Anyway, Jamal Murray, he can talk all the trash he want. Like I said, in order to come at him, we got to win games. Simple as that. You got to win games. Talk trash. If we need a hard foul, hey, hard foul him. But you got this guy talking trash because they're beating us. So you can't get mad and be a sore loser, call him all types of names, bitch, motherfucking all that. You know what I mean? Listen, at the end of the day, that's what sports is about. That's why I say I cannot get with this generation because we too freaking soft. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as somebody do something, first what we do, we start whining and crying. Nah, dude, play. Freaking win a game. Go back to the 80s and 90s. They talk mad trash. Man, I'm telling you, man, this generation, man, could not, I ain't gonna say all, but majority of this generation could not be back in the 80s and 90s, man. It wasn't soft like this. This generation is, this whole league is so freaking soft. Like, in order to make somebody quiet, you got to just basically go out and play. Go out and play. Simple as that. You go out and play. Dude ain't got nothing to say if you win the freaking games. The dude beat us twice. He have a right to sit there and talk trash. You know what I mean? Until we win and beat them, then we can talk trash back. But until then, hey, let them talk. But and I'm going back to this, and I'm going to say it over and over again. I do not like IT having that ball. Lonzo Ball need the ball. IT, like I told you before, everybody said talk about Jordan Clarkson about how he used to ball hog, or he holds the ball so long, or he's all about himself and all that. But yet IT come, now we don't hear this no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? This is, to me, it's hypocrisy. It's bias. It's crap. The dude does the exact same thing Lou Williams and Jordan Clarkson do. But yet we don't say anything about this. It's okay. Oh, IT. We try to find reasonable ways of wanting to be in love with a player who's not even going to be at the end of the season. He's going to be gone, especially if we get LeBron. So it's kind of like, yo, Lonzo Ball is the point guard of the future. Not no freaking IT. Let's get it straight. Okay? IT comes in, like I say, hold the ball, and y'all seen it. He dribbles a lot all around, gets to the paint. If he gets stuck, he try to make the extra pass. Now, a couple passes he did, wind up being turnovers or forced passes. And I told y'all, scouts know this. You know what I mean? They know this, man. They watch the game, they watch the footage to see what can we do in order to play defense against this team. So they're starting to figure the Lakers out. The Lakers are breaking down in the area because they need help down low because of the quick switching. You know, and that's why I said at the end of the day, we have to change up. If you're going to have our team at the end of the game, you got to change up. If not, this season, these last couple games, we got 15 games or something like that, 15, 19 games we got. I forgot. I think it's 15 games. These 15 games we got, it's going to be rough. We got Cleveland Sunday. Now, Cleveland's up and down team right now. And I got a video. I told people I got a video coming out about LeBron. And I'm going to have like some factors, of why I think LeBron is coming here. And these factors going to be like, you know, it's going to make you think like, damn, yo, I'm just looking, just by me observing what's going on. But at the end of the day, man, freaking Denver just beat us, man. Millsap had his way with Julius Randle early, and it took Julius Randle out the game. Took him out the game. Julius Randle converted, in his last two games, Julius Randle converted back to the old Julius. You know, I guess his head got a little too big. Instead of somebody sitting him down like, bro, get back in the game. We didn't have that. We had nobody to talk to him. I don't think nobody talked to him. I don't know if Lou talked to him or not. I'm not on the bench. But you can see it, the last two games, Julius converted back to the old Julius, where it was about self-forcing, three guys. Then you got point guards giving him the ball while he's double teamed. So he's stuck in the thing. And I told people before that when you put three guys around one person, it's hard for him to pass out because it's like I said, when the Bulls do that, they said, trap a guy and they'll make him force a turnover. And that's what they've been doing because they know that Julius Randle is going out low. I mean, they know that the Lakers go through Julius. So you got to change up your strategy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start reading the defense before it even collapse on you. And based on the fact, the only person I can see that can do that is Lonzo Ball. Nobody else on the team besides him. And then we got probably next is probably Brad Ingram. But Julius Randle got to notice the defense when it comes, okay? Now, when you play it, the thing also got to be like this. Brook Lopez, 29 points. I know a lot of fans are happy. I'm happy about the scoring, but here's my problem with Brook Lopez when he played down low. No physical contact. Look at his free throws. In the last two games when he scored with 20-some points, look at his free throws. The dude does not go through the free throw because he shy away from defense and he does that freaking finesse play. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Because why? You don't put guys in foul trouble. Because foul trouble plays a lot and it plays an important role when you're playing chess. Okay? When you play your chess, you know what you got to do in order to make the team play according to how you play. The Lakers are #1 in the paint. We went away from that. Okay, just because Brook Lopez scored 29 points, right? The point of it is that we did not have any type of physical contact besides Julius. And that's why I say we got to figure out how to get Julius Randle going because he's the only physical player down there that doesn't shy away from contact to get the front line in foul trouble. When the front line's in foul trouble, that means the opposition got to change up their lineup and their strategy in order to play us. But when you go in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left and none of their front lines in foul trouble, they are able to do what the hell they want. And that's what you're seeing from the Denver Nuggets and also from the team we played before the Denver Nuggets. But that's what you're seeing from the Denver Nuggets. We did not get them in foul trouble. We not put pressure on them. You know what I'm saying? We barely went through the free throw line. So we got to put more pressure on them. I understand people say, well, this is a 3-point league and all that. I understand that. But you're not getting fouled all the time from a 3-point shot. The only player that we had in the last 4 years that got fouled from a 3-point shot was Lou Williams. We don't have that in these guys. Okay? The ref was not going to call on him. Lou Williams, if anything, we should have kept Lou Williams. You know what I mean? If y'all want to cry about, if y'all want to love IT, we should just kept Lou Williams. I'm just being honest. But anyway, we don't have that type of play from the perimeter where somebody can draw a foul like that. Get people off their feet and notice that and make contact. Instead, these players are just like, most of their shots are either open shots, you know what I mean? Or it's not really too many contested shots, which ain't nothing bad with it. But we got to put more pressure on the opposition to get them in foul trouble, to make them change their lineup and their strategy. This is the way the Lakers win games. So, like I said, if Julius Randle have a bad game, 9 times out of 10, we're going to lose the majority of them games. Okay? Look at Orlando Magic. That was what I was talking about. Orlando Magic, they almost came back and beat us. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not even going to talk about that ref situation, but they almost came back and beat us. They were in the game majority of the time, and at the end of the day, we got to figure out what do we need to do in order to make our team better. Right now, we're struggling in so many different areas. Brandon Ingram, hopefully he should be back. I hope probably tomorrow. We definitely need him. We need him. But if I was Lou Walton, I know his hands are tied, man, and I feel bad for him because I always beat him up. But I think in my heart that Magic Johnson's telling him to play IT because I really don't think he want to play IT in the last 5 minutes. Because you notice the 2 games before that, when he didn't play IT, you know what I mean? we freaking won. We play IT, and that game, as a matter of fact, no, hold up, because that was Portland. I'm sorry, we didn't win. The game before that, no, IT had a bad game against Portland. Now, the game before that, we won. And that game in Portland, we got beat bad. But anyway, that's only because Damian Lillard went off, and we didn't put physical contact on these players. But I'm saying over and over again, the Lakers got to be physical. You can't be a finesse team and be afraid to back down from competition. That's the whole point about NBA or any sports period. You got to let a guy know that you're there. You know, you're not going to disrespect me. I'm going to come hard at you. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people probably say, oh, Kobe was soft and that. Sure, go look at some of Kobe videos. Kobe did some dirty stuff too, man. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody talk trash, Kobe did some dirty stuff. So, at the end of the day, man, you can't be soft and back down. You know, you let the guy Murray talk all the trash, run the ball around you, you get upset. Now, your coach is the one that's sitting there complaining. No, somebody on the team supposed to let him know. You don't let him know the business. But instead, this is who we are. This is our character. We soft. I'm just being honest. We're a soft finesse team, man. And like I said, the only physical person on that team is freaking Julius Randle. And that's why you need Julius Randle there, because with Julius Randle there, he actually disrupt that front line. You had to get him going, man. You got to put Julius Randle there. You know, and they brought him in. He had 2 turnovers when they brought him in. They took him right back out, which was dumb. And the reason why I say that, and I know the game was already gone, it doesn't matter. I still would have kept playing him. You know, instead, he took Julius Randle, brought IT back in. Like, it's really going to make a difference. I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, is it really going to make a difference? You take Julius out, bring IT in? You know, like I said, when IT come in, somebody like either Kuzma or Julius got to sit down. Or Brook Lopez. So, at the end of the day, we got to be a little bit more physical in order to make things happen for us. If we don't be physical, we're not going to win a lot of games. We got to get that front line started. Brook Lopez cannot shy away from freaking physical contact. He got to be more physical with the contact. He got to freaking attack the basket and draw fouls, not do them little fadeaway jumpers. Go to the free throw line. Put that front line in a disrupt mode, so that way we can actually start winning games. Anyway, I'm just talking. Like I said, we got Cleveland tomorrow. I hope that we come out and play hard, you know, especially my man JC and Larry Nance come back. So it is what it is. I'm happy to see them guys back, man. It's your man Urban from the Urban Mobile. I love you guys. Soon I'll be back in my mama's basement when I actually have some money to pay for a rent, because I ain't had no money lately, so mama put me out. But it's all good. I'm sleeping in my car with a sheet. But anyway, y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed one, man. I love you guys. Y'all be saying, oh, and Enos, good game, man. Keep it up. Get some playing time, but don't make them dumb turnovers at the end. I had to throw that in there because I don't really talk too much about Enos. But anyway, like I say, it's a lot going on, but I love it. Y'all take care.